What's up, guys? Welcome back to Almost Functional 40K. Here with the first company task force. Going to be building a list for it. It will be the last detachment in our series of building a list for every detachment wolves have access to. So with that being said, feel free to please like, share, subscribe. Just help me get this content out to other people. Just really gives me the motivation to keep getting on here and running my mouth about this game, and especially Space Wolves, the army that I love. Just interacting with you guys, talking about you guys, talking to you guys, getting tips from you guys asking me for tips. Just really has made the hobby really enjoyable for me again. I kind of got away from it at work, kind of dragged me away for a while, but I'm getting back into it. And this is really, really just nice for me to be able to share my love of it and talk to people that I probably wouldn't normally get to meet. But with that being said, we'll go ahead and jump into and look at the first company task force detachment. We'll go full screen here. All right, so extremist level threat. This basically once per battle in your command phase, you can use this ability. Basically, you get to reroll wounds as well as reroll a hit with Oath of the Moment. So for one turn, we get Old Oath of the Moment, which I think is really, really strong. Enhancements, Imperium Sword. That's the starter's model only. Add one of the attack characteristics of the bearer's melee weapons. Once per the battle, at the start of any phase, the bearer can use its enhancement. If it does, until the end of the phase, add one of the attack characteristics of melee weapons equipped by all other models in the bearer's unit as well. That's really nice. Fear Made Manifest. While an enemy unit, excluding monsters and vehicles, is within 6 inches of the bearer, each time that unit fails a battle shock test, one model in that unit is destroyed, chosen by its controlling player. Once per battle round, when such an enemy unit fails a battle shock test, you can choose for D3 models in that unit to be destroyed in this way instead. Battle shock isn't that big, so we'll see how many points this is, but that's definitely a neat little trick. Rites of War, depth of studies Terminator model only. Improve the OC characteristic of the bearer by 1. Once per battle, you can improve the OC of 1 by everybody in his unit. I really like that. Iron Resolve, Adeptus Studies Terminator model only. The bearer has a Feel No Pain 5+ ability. Once per battle, after the bearer's unit is selected as a target of one or more attacks, the bearer can use this enhancement. If it does, till the end of the phase, model in the bearer's unit have a Feel No Pain 5+. So that's really nice. So then Armor Contempt is Armor Contempt. Duty and Honor. One of Adeptus Studies Terminator, Bladeguard Veteran, Sternguard Veteran, or Vanguard Veteran unit can sticky an objective. And this is in your movement phase, so it doesn't say beginning or end, so you could move on to an objective and sticky it immediately. I really, really like that. Heroes of the Chapter. One Adeptus Studies Terminator, Bladeguard, Veteran, Sternguard, or Vanguard unit. To the end of phase, each time a model unit makes an attack, add one to the hit roll. If they're below half strength, add one to the wound as well. This will be shooting or fight phase, so I really like this one. Thunderhammer Terminators, take them back down to that 3 up to hit. And back to this Duty and Honor. That's really nice. You could deep strike in on an objective with some Terminators and just pop this. Orbital Teleportarium. One Terminator unit from your army. Remove the unit from the battlefield and place it in strategic reserves. It will arrive back on the battlefield in the reinforcement step of your next movement phase using the deep strike ability. Can't check select a unit within engagement range. So that's nice. I'll pick up and redeploy for Terminators. Terrifying Proficiency. Terminators, Bladeguard, Sternguard, Vanguard. In your opponent's next command phase, each enemy with a 6 of your unit must take a battle shock test. If that unit that has taken the test is below half, subtract 1. They don't need to take other battle shock tests in the same phase. But you have to pop this in your fight phase. But yeah, so that's okay. Legendary Fortitude. Terminator, Bladeguard, Sternguard, Veteran, Vanguard. Opponent's charge phase just after they charge you, -1 damage. So you become -1 to damage in combat. So there's a couple of these that are really, really good strats. And I really, really like some of this stuff here. This is going to be an elite list because most of the stuff really, really techs into Bladeguard and Terminators. and I'm not big on Sternguard and Vanguard right now, so the list is going to be heavily centered around Bladeguard and Terminators. So we'll go ahead and open this here. Roster, we'll call this first company. 2,000 points. Should have had this part done before I started the video. Add Space Wolves. Okay. And then let this load. All right, so battle size 2,000. Detachment first company. All right, so we're taking a Terminator heavy list. So I think we take Logan. We're taking Bladeguard. I think we take Ragnar. All right, so from there, I think we go 2 Bladeguard units. 6-man. Boom. Wolfguard Terminators. I like Thunderhammer Storm Shield. Kit them out however you want. Power Fists are really good. We can take Power Fist Storm Shield because we're Wolfguard. So I'll lead their loadout a little up to your imagination, but I'm going to put 2 squads of those in there to start. In mine, one of them will for 100% be full Thunderhammer Storm Shield. The others might have some Power Fist, Chain Fist, maybe a little more shooting in it. But that's a good spot to start. We're going to put... So that puts us at 920. We're only at 4 units. I'm going to add a Judiciar to the other Bladeguard squad and a Chaplain and Terminator armor to that one. So this Chaplain we're going to give, which was it? Iron Resolve. Yeah, the Chaplain's going to give his unit the 5 of Feel No Pain. Now I liked the, was it Imperium Sword, the +1 attack? I really want that on Terminators, but Logan can't take it, so I could potentially add a Lieutenant to his unit. I want to add Arjak to his unit, but I think giving a Lieutenant with that might be the better option. Do we have a Lieutenant in Terminator armor? No, alright, so maybe, can we not add a Lieutenant to a Terminator squad? Wolfguard Battle Leader Terminator, alright, Space Wolves can. Alright, so that's something that looks like only Space Wolves can do. I could be wrong about that. So he'll give himself and Logan Feel No Pain 4+. Yep, and he can attach with them. All right, and so then we're going to give him the Imperium Sword. All right, so now we need something. Oh, the Chaplain's in the other unit. The Judiciar, I think we'll give him... Oh, who can take Iron Resolve? Why don't you show me what Iron... Show me Iron Resolve. That's the 5 of Feel No Pain. So we gave that to the Chaplain already. Rites of War. That's the one that's the plus OC. So that can be only be Terminator. So we can give Logan Squad the +1 OC. No, I think we're just going to have to go without the +1 OC. Or, no, we'll give Logan Squad the +1 OC. The Judiciar Squad will get the extra attacks. All right. Kind of wanted to do that a little different, but that's the way that has to work. All right, so Chaplain with the Terminator, Wolfguard Battle Leader, and Logan with the Terminator, Ragnar and the Judiciar both with a Bladeguard. All right, this is the list where I think I'm finally going to stick double Bladeguard in a Redeemer. This is red because I need a Warlord. I got Logan, so he will be Warlord, right? Yep, all right. So it leaves us 525 points. I think there's a chance we double Land Raider here. Because we can put one of these other squads in there. 5, 6, 7. So we can put the Battle Leader, Logan, and the other Terminators in there. So let's go ahead and duplicate the Redeemer. Like I said, this is going to be a really elite list. I still think we take one Infiltrator squad just for sitting in the back holding our home field. That leaves us 140 points. So for 140, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4 big squads riding in Land Raider, or 3 of them riding in Land Raiders. One of them can deep strike. Regular scouts for 65, and wolf scouts for 75. Only real different, wolf scouts give us some better options for combat weapons. Other than that, they both do the up and down. Um, give us 1, 2, 3 units that are really just mission play. And then the rest of this can do some mission play if we need to, but it's going to go out in early turns. So might lose secondary with this in a lot of games, but you should hopefully be able to dominate primary. Now, while it does not have a lot of anti-vehicle, I think if you go hammers or chain fists and stuff in the Terminators, power fists, it's going to have to rely on them being your anti-vehicle and basically jamming stuff up. So this is going to be a really, really hard to kill list for people. You do have some up-down stuff. You can pop your OD extra. Land Raiders are tough to kill. So you don't have a lot of pieces, but you're going to have a lot of staying power. So while you might fall a little behind on secondary early in the game, hopefully you're taking primary, and as you whittle them down and hopefully your stuff doesn't die as easily, you can hopefully catch up secondary later in the game when some of your units that you were using to kill stuff earlier in the game can do some secondaries because there's not as much stuff for you to kill. This looks like a really, really fun list to me. I think I would really enjoy it. There will be stuff that just has lots of MSU or that is really, really good at picking up elite stuff that might counter this hard. But I think in a lot of matchups, this could be really, really fun. But like I said, a lot of these builds aren't necessarily the best wolf builds, but they could be fun builds. And with the right matchups and missions and layouts, they could still do very, very well. But that's going to wrap up our series on all the detachments from the Rain Book. Thank you guys for watching, and we will catch you next time.